Hello, guys. Welcome to one more live stream. And just like the other ones, the idea is just to be an online gathering to share energy, to share whatever you guys have to answer or you guys have to ask or whatever you want to share as well. And yeah, I'm going to just start by doing a little breathing meditation. And just while we wait everyone, not everyone, but some people to come, and then we can start. I'll be here gathering some prana a little bit for 1 or 2 minutes, and then we can start. So, namaste, everyone. Just so that we can be in the same frequency, the idea of this live stream is not, I'm going to share something with you guys. It's about for us connecting and from our connection to see what it emerges. So I have many things that I want to share, but I also I don't want to be one-sided. I think the talk and the video is important, but the energy part is my focus. So let's see what emerges from this energy. Let's all create this energy environment for ourselves and for everyone who joins us now or later, that even if someone joins for 1 or 2 minutes, they can get some energy and go back. It's not about watching the video, I think it's more about receiving what we can all receive. Okay. Which is right mantra for me? Um, um, there is no, I cannot say, I'm not an expert on many mantras. I know only a few. But from my experience is that mantras are like frequencies, and each frequency have a certain kind of result, right? Like action and reaction. So every mantra will have a certain type of reaction. Depending on what you want, there will be a specific mantra for you. So which is the right mantra for me would be more like, what do I need to evolve right now in my life right now? And once you find that answer, then you will have the right mantra. That's my opinion. Please talk about improving concentration and focus through meditation and visualization. Yeah, so concentration and focus, it's like a muscle. It's something that you have to practice every day to improve, right? And just like when you're working out or when you're learning anything, it is sometimes good to go into a deeper immersions where you go and work out for 1 week intensively, or you go and play piano for 1 week intensively. It is really important for us to take some time and go practice focus, meditation, and visualization more intensively for a certain period of time, like for 3 to 5 days, like 3 to 5 days every 6 months, right? Because imagine if you play piano 10 minutes every day, you will get better, right? But now let's say you play 10 minutes every day, but once a month you go for a weekend and play the whole weekend. Probably by the end of 6 months, this person who went on the weekends will be much better than the person who only played 10 minutes every day. And it's just like working out. If you work out 10 minutes every day, it's good. But if you go and, sometimes have a longer run, go deeper, you will also improve faster. So it's the same for focus and meditation and visualization power. It is very important to practice every day. Today's full moon. But also, it is very important for you to go and take that deeper practice, at least, for 3 to 5 days, once a month or once every 3 months. And you notice that it are these deeper practices are the ones that will take you much higher. Practicing every day is important, but deeper practice is as important. So what I recommend is go out on a meditation or yoga retreat where you can work on that for 3 to 5 days, and you will notice that your focus and visualization power will start to increase drastically. I am also practicing, but not at your level yet. I'm not so such a high level. I think sometimes because I created a YouTube video, or because I shared something, there is this idea that, okay, some people call me master, like on from the emails and things like that, but I am not master. I already shared what I know. I am also in the learning process. And just like you guys, I am just one more person on my journey. The difference is that I am sharing on YouTube. I think like we should leave this misconception that only people who are masters can share or teach. It's not about teaching here, but you know what I mean, like create a YouTube channel. Only masters can create a YouTube channel. No, like I think everyone should create, because it is so nice to share your journey with others. And yeah, I am no higher level than than anyone, and I believe most of you guys also are much better in me in many different aspects. How do I find the block I feel? I know it's there, but I cannot find it to dispel it. Oh, I know that feeling, Dennis. Like, you know there's something, but you don't know what it is, but you know it's there. And that's what, and whenever I am in that situation where I cannot figure out, I go to 3 to 5 days to an ashram, or only 2 to 3 days to an ashram, or to a place with good energy. And I just stay there. They say that you cannot cure a disease in the same environment that got you the disease, and I think it's the same with blockages. A lot of times we need to disconnect ourselves with our current environment, maybe go to an environment with higher energy, even though it's a little bit harder, and then from that environment we observe what's going on within, and probably you will find the answer much faster than trying to figure out from where we are right now. So I did this a few days ago. I didn't know what I was blocked about, and I just went to the ashram, and there I said, I know I have so many things that I have to improve. Please let me know what I have to improve right now. And then I learned something. I came back, and then I feel another block again. Then I go there again, learn something, and come back. And I try to balance my city life with going to places where I can observe my own city life from a different perspective. It is amazing that we can also control weather once we manipulate your chakra. Hmm. Yes, it is possible. I cannot say I have done it, at least not consciously. But I think is it that important to control the weather, right? A lot of times we think, oh, it would be so good if we could fly, if we could teleport, if we could do telepathy, or if we could just manifest things as we think. You know, we all have this power when we are in our astral body. If you're when we are in our astral body, everything's that all these powers that we miss, we have it back, and it's normal. It's like just raising your arm. You know, everyone have it. And so once we leave this body, we will have all that power or that abilities back. So why waste our time in this human body to learn something that we already know, but it is just harder here because of the vibration? And so what I mean is, power can be very attractive, but we already have it. So there's no much worth when you get it. But if you can get more insights, more enlightenment, you can clean your body, you can evolve your light, then that is something that is harder to do when we are in our astral body, but easier to do when we are here. So I think that's it's very important to align, to prioritize the things that we want to be evolving during this 100 years that we have on Earth, because it's not much. Where are you, sir, now? Right now, I am in Brazil, in São Paulo. This is where I was born. And yeah, I am staying here with my family right now. How do energy cleansing? So, energy cleansing. For me, what I try to do to clear my energies is to help energy flow best. So I try to, if energy is flowing well, your energy will be clean. It's like water. If a lot of water is flowing, that specific part will be clean. But if the water is stuck, the water starts to get sick, right? It's like your energy starts to get sick. Like if you see a pond of water, you see that it's very dirty, but a river, it's very, very clean. Depends on the river. But so yeah, I think if you work on trying to let your energy flow better, will help it cleanse. And usually what helps on that is, first, meditation, and second, eating. Food helps a lot in cleansing, like eating healthy food or even fasting. And yes, and thoughts, because thoughts are physical as well. Imagine that it's like, just we have our body, physical body, we have our mental and thought body, which is physical. And just like we get fat on our physical body, we can get fat on our thoughts, on our, we can start to become less healthy on our thought body. And so reading nice things, connecting to the right people helps your thought body diet, I would say. So yeah, that is important as well. I am trying breathing exercises, something moving upside. It feels nice. Can you help me? Something moving upside. What would be the upside? So breathing exercise, it is important so that you can feel and be aware of prana. So the breath itself, it's important because it is our gateway to opening our pranic sensitivity, or learning how to control prana within our body. So feeling these movements, feeling these different things while doing breathing exercise, it's very good. It might be prana. I would have to see with more details to see what it is. It can be our imagination, but it can be prana. So yeah, I think it is a good thing to feel different sensations when we are doing breathing exercises. Namaste from India. Thank you. True, Danilo, the astral body is so bright, and how much knowledge you can access in the universe. I think if you ask the universe, you can have it, like especially for questions. If you have a question and you give to the universe, and you are open to receive the answer, then you will have it. So how much knowledge we can access, I don't know. I didn't test. I didn't find any limit yet. There wasn't anything that I asked that the universe haven't answered me in at least to the point that I could understand on that stage of my progress, because each stage you will get different answers. And the universe is so kind that it answers in that specific way that I will understand on my specific point of my journey. So I haven't found any limit yet, so I cannot say how much. Danilo, you read high vibrational foods? What would you recommend, if anything, for people who are trying to change their diet? So if you're really trying to change your diet, I think first, meat. It's if you become vegetarian, that will help. But instead of focusing on your diet, what you can do is to focus on yoga and meditation practices, which will raise your vibration. And once you raise your vibration, your cravings will be different. You will start to crave, you won't be craving for junk food anymore. And then it becomes easier to do diet. So yes, food with a lot of prana is the best. So organic food with that just came out of the earth and things like that. Hello from Costa Rica. You are amazing. Thank you. What are high vibrations? So it is just like the word says, high vibrations. So it's just they are just different vibrations um, that we consider, let's say, closer to our source, our true reality, I would say. So the closer it is to our true self, the higher it is. But this can be misguiding because, for example, in when you talk about brain waves, the lower the vibration your brainwave is, the better, right? So high or low vibration are just concepts that we created. But if I had to distinguish it, I would say that the closer to our source vibration, the better. Thank you. Love you too, Diana. Yeah. Um, so if you guys want to share your stories here, also like this, I think it would be nice if this is more like a chat. I think it would be very nice. So while some people are some people ask anything, I want to share some things about prana that I've learned this week. Because I think once you have the experience of energy, of what prana is, it's so much easier to study Kriya Yoga, to study prana yoga, to study pranayama, and to study all those scriptures once you have some experience. Because I remember that before I I knew about prana, when I read about prana, when I studied about prana or energy, I would think, oh, is this real? Is this not? Right? But now that I've experienced energy, now that I've experienced prana, when I read, I say, oh, it makes sense. Now I start to understand things that are going on within me. Right? Oh, that's why that happened that day. Oh, this is why this happened that day. So things start to make more sense. And one of the things that I've learned that it's very exciting. It was from a Kriya yoga class. It's how the two things that uses the most life force in our body, the three things actually, or the four things, but the two and the third is heartbeat, breath, and then food digestion. So if you think in terms of energy, that is true. Like the part in our body that uses the most energy is our heartbeat. The second part is our breath. Our lungs is expanding and decreasing. And the third is our digestion. And when I heard that, I realized, oh, that's why they say that you have to come into a breathless state and where your heartbeat is stopped. You know, when you're not breathing and your heartbeat is very slow. That's when you won't have thoughts. And also that's the state where it's the best for you to manifest or do things with your energy, because there's so much energy there, right? It's like, because our heartbeats it is lower, we have a lot more energy left. Because our breath is very slow, we have a lot more energy left. And because our thoughts are not so crazy, we also have a lot more energy left. And on that state, it's usually the best states for you to visualize and manifest things. And if you take this concept of energy and how heartbeat, breath, and digestion is consuming so much energy, and how we need a lot of energy to go to deep, higher states of meditation, all the things that the most meditation masters talk about will start to make sense. About, oh, you have to control your breath, you have to make your breath slower, you get into samadhi when your heart is not beating, and all that things. So yeah. I saw some things while I was meditating, like I am like a Sagatama Buddha, Milky Way, etc. Is this real? It can be, but also it can be imagination. It can be because it is possible. It is 100% possible, 200% possible. But it can also be our imagination. So the only way that I would know if it was true or not would be if I was in your shoes or if I had the exact same experience. Then I would be able to tell you, oh, I think this might be imagination or this might be this is true. But if you keep practicing, or like if it was true, then you should definitely keep practicing. And if it was your imagination, any case, you should keep practicing because this can come. The only thing is, don't feel so full of yourself. Oh, I had Buddha vision. I saw the Milky Way. Oh, I'm feeling so special, right? That can that will only slow you down. When you have this kind of experiences, say, oh, thank you for this experience, and I will use this experience to inspire me to practice even more. Then that's very good. But if that experience make you feel special, make you feel better than others, then that's not good. Hmm. So we have some more questions. I chant 108 times every day, and if I listen to some kind of music, I feel like I'm getting high. My whole head is vibrating with a certain energy. What's happening? You're connecting to that energy. And yes, we get high, like the sensation of high, of bliss when we are in higher states. So very good. Having this energy in your head also, it's very good. Next time, try to bring this energy and send it to the rest of your body. Try to don't let this energy stuck in your head. Bring this energy to your heart. Feel your heart vibrating. Feel your heart tingling. Bring this energy to your dantian, your second near your second chakra in your belly area, right below your belly button. Bring this energy to your fingers and see what happens. Bring this energy to your legs. Try to let this energy flow. And one other strategy is to, when you chant Om, like Om, you can direct the Om vibration to the top of your head. You can direct that vibration within you to your forehead, or you can direct that to your heart. Try, if you're already having a lot of experiences in your head, try chanting Om and seeing the vibration coming out from your heart. Then you might start to unlock different areas. When I meditate, in order for me to focus, I think of my happy place, which is outer space. Why? Because I'm the only one out there. And the outer space, I think there are way more people than and souls than there is here. Maybe because your soul is starting remembering a little bit where you're coming from, and then you feel a little bit better. But in aspects even of souls or aliens, outer space, there are so many more people or souls and life beings on outer than here. So maybe it's because you're remembering a little bit something from your past life or from where you truly come from. I listen to music on Pandora, which most of it's like wind or white noise or like universe sounds. So are you listening to this music? Pandora is an app. Let me check. First time hearing. Pandora. What is Pandora? So I don't know if Pandora is an app. If it's not an app and you're okay, Pandora app. Okay, that's nice. Universe sounds, wind, white. I think every sound is a certain frequency, and so if those are the sounds that makes you feel good, it's because those frequencies are good for you. Then keep listening. um, I just ask if it's an app because sometimes we can hear sounds even without anything, and if the the Pandora was um, something that was not a sound app and you were still hearing, then that would be interesting. How do you meditate if you do not have the ability to imagine anything? I can't visualize. My memory is very bad. I've been horizontal 4 years and very weak with mental health difficulties. Hmm. I also thought I was very bad at visualization, but I kept practicing. First, I visualize in some ways, then I visualize in other ways. Some days are good, some days are not. And what I've noticed is that I started to increase. A weak mental health, it is just a not trained mental health. If you practice, I can guarantee you, if you practice for 6 months, your visualization will be better, your mental health will be better. You won't be feeling weak anymore. I can guarantee you 100%. If you practice for at least 30 minutes for 6 months, you will not feel the same way you're feeling right now. A lot of times we don't practice because we think that we are not good, but there is no such a thing as good or bad. There's only how much you practice versus how much you haven't practiced. Um, if I am in this stage right now, it's because I have practiced this much. If I am here, it's because I have practiced this much. But it's just a matter of practice and time. It's not a matter of ability or if I'm good or not. Okay, some people can increase faster, but even though if some people are faster than me, if I practice for a longer time, I'll be better than them in that point, right? So you do not have if you do not have the ability to imagine, we all have the ability to imagine. It's just a matter of practice. It's just like having the ability to breathe. Thinking is imagining. So yes, you have the ability, and yes, it's just a matter of practice. I can't visualize. My memory is very bad. You don't have to visualize from your memory, and you don't have to be right or wrong on your visualization. There is no right or wrong. Just visualize, and whatever comes, that's it. That's the right. And every day will come different things. You shouldn't try to control and, oh, my visualizations should be like this and that. You can go visualize, observe, and just let it happen, and then do this every day, and then you might see some different things. Yes. I've been horizontal 4 years. Horizontal mean lie down. Like this. I'm not sure what that means, but if you have been lying down for 4 years, and you think that is not helping you, there is many meditations that you can do lying down, and that's called yoga nidra. Yoga nidra are meditations doing in a relaxed state where you're completely lying down, and there are different techniques that you can do. And some techniques you can only do when lying down. So don't think that that is something that can block you. If not, it can be a blessing for you to go even deeper in practices or even deeper in experiences that others wouldn't go so deep. Sometimes I practice when I had a bad day. My mind races of what happened and becomes more emotional. Is it okay to be emotional during meditation, or do we have an empty mind and heart in order to focus? It is 100% okay to be emotional in meditation, and that is the practice. If there was no emotion in meditation, there would be no practice. The practice is having the emotions and having the thoughts, but you're still there. You are in control, right? There are emotions, there are thoughts, but you're in control, and that's the practice. I also used to think that, oh, if I'm meditating and I'm thinking, oh, it's bad. But then I started to realize that when I'm meditating, if every time I have a thought and I come back to my breath or to the energy that I am focusing on, that's one win. It's like weighting one lift. So every time you do this process of coming back to focus, you're improving, be it because of an emotion. So this movement is the movement that will strengthen you, is strengthen your focus, is this constant movement from thought to emotion. And as you do that, in one session, you will notice that you start to do less and less and less until you don't have to do much. But in the first 5 minutes, you always have to do a lot. It's like a warming up. And but that is very good. That is very, 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 very good. That's the practice, actually. Yes, my awareness is like very tiny bubble. I am only focused on things within a feet. In a few feet, I sleep whenever, with curtains closed all day. I eat only once every 2 days. It's like I'm in hibernating state. This sounds like when I was in the dark, when I was in my darkness retreat. And the thing about not having so many things outside in our life, for some people can become stressed because of that, because of the desire of I wanted this and that. But this is such a huge opportunity because you're not wasting your energy with so many different things that, for example, I am wasting with. And that was a difference from when I was in the dark and when I'm outside. When I was in the dark and I had nothing to do, I had nothing to see, a few things to listen, and only my body to feel and to focus on, I would improve myself so much faster, so much more, because I was focused. And that's the thing about monasteries and ashram. When you go to a monastery, the reason why they limit you in all the senses is so that you can focus all that energy that would be going into that direction, be it sex, be it too much food, or be it all the things that you like to do, watch a movie, all these things that you would be using your energy at, you have it to use in something else. It's almost like you're naturally breathing is lower, your heartbeat is already getting slower. You have more energy in your disposition than when you're wasting energy all the time. And then what you do with this energy, that's your choice, right? You can use this energy to improve yourself, to visualize things for others, for yourself, to communicate with the universe, or to have deeper pranic experiences. You can bring all this energy and concentrate all this energy in your belly button area or your third chakra and see what happens. Um, yeah. I was curious how long I was gone during meditation. It was 30 minutes. My husband told me he came to the room and tapped my shoulder, and I wasn't even aware. I was so proud of myself to be focused. This is very, very, very nice. And I also feel very proud. I'm very happy um, when you're in a meditation session and someone tells me, "Oh, I did this and that to you, but you didn't even," and I didn't even hear about it or didn't notice. These are very nice, but it's at least for my experience, is not a state that I can get every day. At least now, like if I get there once a week, I'm very, very happy. It's really hard. But that shouldn't be the goal. The goal is the practice, like I said, it's to have the ability to effortlessly, like, bring your attention to where you want, whenever you want, how many times you have to. With that practice, that states come naturally. And the more you're doing this action of, bringing your attention from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, you see that you get into that states more oftenly during your practices. I used to be very, very active, but got burned out with stress. I just stopped everything. I accepted I was in really bad place, and big relief, but also feels like giving up on life and lost motivation. This weekend I was in the ashram, and one of the dogs there, he was very old, but he left his body, and it was a very, very deep experience to talk um, and meditate on death, life and death. And one of the things is that pain will not go away if we take our life because of it. Because, like I said, we have this physical body, we have this mental body, and we have this intellectual body. This mental intellectual body, it's just like our physical body. It's like it's just another vibration, but we can touch it, you know. And when we leave our body, we still have this mental and intellectual body, and the pain, it's coming from this mental and intellectual body. But the problem is that when we are not with our physical body, it is harder to change our mental and intellectual body. So not only we will be feeling the same pain when we are out, but it will be much, much harder to make the mental and intellectual body diet. So take this feeling, take this emotion, accept it, embrace it, and tell yourself, okay, I'm going to turn this into a blessing. I'm going to turn this pain, I'm going to turn this negative emotion from myself into a blessing. I have been in a place where I would say that I was depressed in some point. And for me, that was the biggest catalyst to actually go forth on improving myself, on finding something that really fulfilled me. So for me now, it's one of the biggest blessings in my life. For what at some point was one of the biggest pains in my life, today I consider it to be one of the biggest blessings in my life as well. The pain, like the time that I felt pain was real. right? And it's still there, but I still think it was a big blessing because it brought me here where I am right now. So I hope that this energy field can not what we're doing here, but the energy that we're creating, the invisible part, is reaching you guys. I hope that this field can recharge, reset, unblock many things. It is not something coming from me, something that we are creating together. And to close this session, I will answer this last question, and then I'll be chanting Om 3 times because we talked about chanting Om. So let's chant Om 3 times. 2 times from the heart, 1 time from the third eye. What do you know about inhaling some positive vibes or wishing and exhaling negative things? That's a very, very, very powerful practice. You inhale all the good things that you want, and you exhale all the negative things that you want. Like I said, our mental, intellectual body, they are there. And when you're visualizing, inhaling these good things and exhaling these bad things, it's like you're feeding your mental body with your mental energy, with these energies, with this food, and you're releasing these toxins. So it's very good. Okay, I'll be chanting Om 3 times, and yeah, and we are ready for the week, right? With a lot of energy. Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, see you next time.